Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Derailed podcast, the only podcast that ranks lower than any other podcast in the world, yet somehow is still higher ranked than the Temple Daily Show.
I'm adding rum to my coffee as we speak. Hi everyone.
I am joined by some new faces, some old faces, and at least one other VTuber.
Jackie hasn't let me out of the basement since I delivered pizza here. It's been months. I've lost track of time. The other guy's dead.
Did
Does
you eat
another
him?
guy?
We don't talk about that.
I think he ate him.
What's that?
Man,
Listen, the only thing they gave me to eat was a Hawaiian pizza. It was the only rational thing I could do.
That makes sense. I don't blame you.
yeah, considering Tori knows the entire clan loosely, except Shadow. Not allowed to know Shadow. Well, you are
Oh, we're talking
British.
about hedgehogs.
You are British.
Yes.
Why you
Get
got
the
to
guy.
remind me of that?
Well, you gotta remind me I'm British. Hi,
I
Barsha.
have a
The sadness.
You have a mental disorder. You are the British.
Listen, I know that British people exist. I have a mirror, okay?
How dare you assume his something? No, fucking.
Nationality.
That's
It
the
is-
word.
I'm English.
Yes, you're English.
I can't believe there's an angle.
I can't.
Oh,
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
good English.
We don't know. We don't know how we got an Anglo on the podcast to begin with, but apparently we got a podcast Anglo.
Well, let's see. We have an English femboy. What else do we have?
Wait, we have an English femboy?
He's talking right now.
Maybe.
No, it's not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, there we go.
Allegedly nothing.
All right, we have an English femboy. Right.
What else do we have for diversity tick boxes?
We have a train.
Yes, we have several trains.
Is this for autistic, the autistic person podcast about
Oh,
trains?
Absolutely, considering we're probably going to be opening up in to fucking Games Workshop soon.
Listen, just because I have 100+ hours in Songs of Six does not mean that I'm autistic.
You like trains?
Merely an
though?
indication that I might be.
You like
Oh,
trains?
I guess I kind of have to explain that to you. I'm banned from a Discord server for being mean to trans people.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
You're only
You called them
so you're
trains, and you
banned
call
for
yourself
only
a train.
speaking the truth.
What? That
Yeah,
I've
he
been
got
trans
banned for referring to referring to himself as a train. Is that?
referring to
And got
myself
banned.
as trans because I am trans. I take the hormones.
And is very autistic and likes trains.
I actually have gun autism.
I
That's
have
what
city
I think
builder
counts as a train.
autism. I spent several hours just designing fucking streets.
Anyways, yes, we have English femboy, Kiwi tuber.
Yes, I'm here.
Nah, Hobbit's got it.
None of the Kiwis I know are short. I don't know a short Kiwi.
I'm shorter than you, but I'm not mammoth sized, I don't think.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it's like, there's like 177 or something. So it's like,
Yeah, you're like 6 foot
it's like
exactly.
Something it's
Fucking Jotuns.
like 2 inches below. I think it's I think it's
Yeah.
slightly above 5'10", Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, because I'm
Almost 6 feet
I'm
wide.
6'3", so
You
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Jotuns.
I'm telling you.
We have
I
the Canadian.
can't help it.
We
Shit,
have
my
the
brother is 6'6". Damn, come on, man.
we have a Canadian
Uh,
orc.
Why?
Why? And then today we're joined by Warhammer's correspondent, a guy or an angry guy from the south, and another angry guy from the south.
I was
But
about
I'm
to
not.
say, you're not
I'm
being
not
very.
that. I'm not that angry, but I mean,
Oh,
could
I'm
be.
angry.
Can be, given enough time.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
I'm
Way my
angry.
head is today, man. I don't want the angers. Then I'll have the anger shits, and it'll be like Columbo all over again.
Fucking Christ, that whole goddamn thing.
What?
We were watching Columbo last night, and then we got it into our heads that for some reason the dude has lactose intolerance and IBS, but only when he's in planes
Oh.
or or on boats. So he just, and then it evolved into him just like the first thing he does when he walks into a crime scene is just.
Or
How's
when
it
somebody
going?
says Columbo, you just hear, and when he looks up at him,
I'm sorry, it's all
What
the
the fuck?
cigars.
Sorry about that. Like the first thing he does when he goes into a crime scene is just looks at them and goes, "Where's your bathroom?"
Yeah.
He did that in the
Hope it's got enough
episode we
toilet paper in
watched
there.
last night, though. In both
Yeah.
of them. He did it in
Yo.
both of them. They introduced him. Where's your bathroom?
Yeah, that's like the first thing.
God.
Oh god, it was so good. I ain't laughed that hard in ages, so it did this old heretic some good.
We're gonna have to build at the police station. I need new trousers, and you're gonna need a new seat.
Don't worry, the police department will pay for it.
Speaking of of heretic over here,
What was it?
Yeah.
They were out in the fucking, out in the water, and then we just imagined that there was just Columbo silently following along.
We were like, why is the water so murky?
Columbo, the
then he
police
was like,
divers
just-
can't find anything.
God.
Next thing you know, he was. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna lead us into our potential new first topic, unless Jackie has anything.
No, I'm looking for the place to go look at the model kits. I forgot.
Are you talking about for the new Emperor's Children?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
should be
believe
a
that's on
Warhammer
Warhammer
community.
Community. I believe that's on
Most of it
Warhammer.
is.
I don't know anything about this topic. You guys will have to fill me in.
Have you tried looking at Warhammer community and finding out? Yes, there it is.
Minkalesk and Malineth Witchblade have new models, apparently.
Why are they pink?
Emperor's Children?
Because the
Why are they
Emperor's
pink?
children
Yeah.
always had like purplish armor, and then when they went to Chaos, they went full on fucking pink.
No, they used
yeah.
to be purple and pink. Now, like, why is the fucking Land Raider pink? Completely pink. That's very
Because
gay.
it's
Fuck you,
Emperor's
that's
children.
why. Because fuck you, that's
That's
why.
why. That's why all my Emperor's children painted pre-heroes colors, because they don't look gay. They look cool and regal.
But if they're not
That's
gay,
better.
how can they be properly Emperor's children? And speaking of the Emperor's children, for all those who may be traitorously inclined, say hello to the new Emperor's Children box. And goddamn, does it look good? You have Lucius the Eternal and like 30 fucking models in a box. And they all
No phallic cod peas.
Incorrect.
I thought they were like
The Lord
30
exultant, you dick.
No, the Champion's
I mean,
Army
not too
set,
bad.
which includes 2 units of 6 Noise Marines. Oh, I thought Lucius was included in this.
No. That they
It's just a
want
solid
you to
guy.
pay for that extra.
Mhm.
To be fair,
was trying-
the new Lucius model is definitely worth the cost, in my opinion, because goddamn, does that model look sickeningly good. I would not want to get within 100 square miles of Mr. Lucius. But that model looks damn good.
That's what I was looking for. Trying to
It
find
looks like one of
Consider-
those first lickers from Resident Evil.
That is actually a fairly cool looking model of Lucius, though.
Like, even
It
just the
is.
basic Empress Georgia Marines actually look pretty good.
They all look
Oh.
fantastic. The cone heads look fantastic.
The noise
going-
Marines don't have enough guitars though.
The Noise Marines haven't had guitars in decades. But
They need
Yeah.
guitars. It's just
They
better
need
than
guitars.
That tank
I agree with that.
kind of
It
has
needs
like
guitars.
Chad energy though, because if you're on a battlefield where it's life or death and you're fighting the forces of like evil itself, and you see that tank approaching you, you're gonna think, Jesus Christ, the people we're fighting are completely insane. I want to go.
What, that
yes.
giant fuck off thing that houses like
Right.
what is it, 20 Space Marines or something?
The Land Raider does not house 20 Space
It's-
Marines.
No, that
Is it
giant
just-
super heavy transport.
Which one? The Mastodon?
Yes.
The
Yeah,
There we
Mastodon,
go.
that one I
It houses
think
50. That's 50 Marines, okay.
That's 50? Jesus.
And it can carry
Christ.
dreadnoughts.
Well, most transports could carry dreadnoughts. To be fair,
It carries
Land
two.
Raiders can't. Spartans can't.
they-
The
Land Raiders
Mastodon
can.
can't.
Land
No,
Raiders can
Since
take turns.
when? They can't.
Yeah, they can. I'm looking at the
When?
Land
That
Raider.
mini sucks.
I don't know.
Spartan.
I'm looking at the Land Raider Redeemer right now. This model has a transport capacity of 14 Adeptus Astartes infantry models. Each jump.
Sure you're
pack
not
will
thinking of
grab
Terminator?
Look, the current
This-
edition's gay.
This
Ignore
is why
it.
whenever there's Warhammer news, you get multiple autists in the same room to talk about Warhammer.
Motherfucker, I have new recruit bookmarked.
I know. Why do you think it's like, Regis, get in here?
Oh, you're
Look.
wrong.
But yes, the new Emperor's Children look absolutely fantastic, and they're getting a codex. So if anybody
Which will be outdated in like 2 years. Yay.
well, yeah,
Yeah. I'm at a point where I'm not going to buy any fucking actual rules to play the game because like it's just unless it's a specialist game where the rules actually the games last like fucking like 4 years before an update. I'm not even gonna fucking bother. It's a
That's
waste of
fair.
money.
Well,
Like,
how
like
quick
with
were
last two
the
systems.
turnarounds of the rules now?
It's like basically every
Guard,
two, 3
Guard-
years.
yeah.
So what's the fucking point?
Well,
Yeah.
I think the difference from
Just play
19
Horse Heresy or any of those games. It's just better. Or just,
How are the rules for orcs and Horus Heresy?
They're not.
once they finish Horus Heresy, they might go backwards and have orcs.
See, that's like
that was smart.
so. See, this is my
It's a lot
problem,
better.
Regis. That their entire thing is, let's dumb down our main franchise with everything that's already available and that armies are already built up, and then make everybody buy this new system, which is exactly like the old stuff that they liked, for new.
No,
Yeah.
so it's two different. So think of the Games Workshop as two different companies. You have a bunch of raging homosexuals in the main branch who make Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigma, and they probably had Hand and Lord of the Rings, right? And then you have a bunch of special artists at Forge World who do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that Horus Heresy wasn't made for people who liked the old editions of Warhammer. It was made because they wanted to make it. It was existed before the new version of Warhammer came out. So it's been around since forever. Well, not forever, but basically before
It's been
April
around
was
a
the
while.
last proper. Yeah. So before the overhaul sort of fucking ruined Warhammer 40k, it was a still thing. And I just then chosen to like instead of going the 40k route, they went, we're going to stick to these rules, but make them like modify the older rules they were originally using. So it's basically a
Counterpoint:
bunch
there's
of
no
artists.
orcs. It's worse inherently.
Hey, they also make Old World. Old World has orcs.
Yeah. Let's not get into old world.
I want to play Cockney. I want to play Cockney hooligans in space. Okay. I want their weapons to be the most random, chaotic, stupid bullshit that has the worst chance of working, but when it works, it's the most devastating artillery that has ever graced the battlefield. I want to
Just have
chant Gork and
patience.
Mork when I roll dice.
Just have patience. We'll eventually get orcs from Fort Road in all his game systems, and you'll be happy. If they release Battlefield Gothic,
Listen,
have
I
orcs in
don't
it, you'll be
want to be
happy.
a 300-year-old Terminator.
Whilst you get to push around your orc spaceships that look like fists because they punch people.
Well, at that point, if I'm a 300-year-old Terminator and they finally release the orcs for 30K, we'll probably be in the golden age of humanity anyway and have met them.
It won't be that long. Also, you could have the epic orcs as well. It's like orcs, but they're smaller, and you have more of them.
They also revealed.
So you're giving me goblins.
No, there's also smaller goblins as well.
To quote the immortal hunter-gatherers, "You're pissing on me and telling me it's raining!"
Jackie, as you
They
were
can do
saying.
that.
They also showed off a new Nurgle Lord of Pox's figure.
He looked really clean for a
Cool.
Nurgle guy.
Also,
Yeah, but that's because he's hiding most of his contagion on the sword. Like, guess what I have behind me?
I have gifts
Ooh.
for you.
You guys see him in
Yeah,
Giant Robot?
he really makes me think of like a Patrick Starfish as a plague marine.
Yes. Just
No,
yes.
this is Patrick. Fucking
No.
damn it.
And he carries an AC unit on his back. That's his entire strategy.
That's not the AC unit, that's the BRAP meter.
It's an AC unit. He stole an AC unit off of a hab block, and he's been farting into it ever since.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, it ain't Patrick. It's fucking Columbo.
Oh god damn it. Okay, so
We're circling back around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Took got his little fucking rant, so I'ma do mine. They just
Go
fucked
for it.
over Card immensely. Let me put it to you this way. Imagine if Space Marines had only 2 fucking Forge World models left. I have access to 2 Forge World models now. When the Codex releases. The fucking Thunderhawk and I forget the other one. Oh, the Cyclops. The Cyclops demo vehicle. The little RCXD from COD. That is all we get.
You know what's
That's more-
worse? What's worse about that last statement? They've released new engineers for plastic engineers are coming. They don't have Cyclopses, they have something else that looks fucking ugly as shit.
I mean, it just looks like a little RC car. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it looks worse than a Cyclops. It's supposed to be a Cyclops.
It looks fine, but
No, it doesn't.
the engineers are basically a reprint of the Grenadiers. From what
They,
we're
no,
seeing.
they are actual separate things. I have a bunch of resin.
Grenadiers.
I have a bunch of resin engineers in my cupboard behind me.
Yes, but that's what they're effectively replacing.
But we want
Because
grenadiers, not engineers.
Grengineers.
Anyway.
We want both.
Anyway. They've also they also have released new points for the Codex Guard. And there's a lot that there's a few changes that I'm ambivalent toward, and there's a few that I'm not. Let me go to the downs.
You have the
Inventory
downs.
field.
While you have the downs and looking for points, my biggest fucking complaint about Imperial Guard in the more recent editions are got rid of fucking platoons.
Kids with downs wins the race. God damn.
So,
I need to show you that song later.
So, in the new Codex Astra Militarum, we do not have Earthshaker batteries. I believe they're probably getting rolled into the artillery team. Same with the Medusa carriage. the Lehman Russ Demolisher actually went down 10 points, which is weird to me, because I thought they would remain up, but they went down. Who the fuck at GW thought it needed to go down 10 points?
Stop questioning things.
Yeah.
Don't question.
Clearly, I'm not. Job.
Like who at GW
Hardware.
decided to get rid of platoons? They need to be euthanized.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
question.
Oh, hey, look, I needed money and a bunch of bandits already died outside the walls. Excellent.
Questioning things is what they call bad and not good. You should consume product, you know?
Oh yes,
Did you
I just
consider playing 4th edition or 5th edition?
no.
Ugh.
You should.
You
I
should
don't have
This is
nearly
better.
enough guard models for that.
always consume more product.
5th edition D&D is garbage.
No.
Not D&D, oh my god. 40k.
That one I would agree with.
Like,
Tuck, you'd strike
also,
me
if
as a
you go back
person
to,
who would only play 2nd edition
like,
D&D.
if you go back to like 3rd, right, or 3.5,
3.5.
4th, you get fucking, you have all the rules to make whatever the fuck regiment you want. You can make an entire unit, like an entire regiment of fucking dudes, like grenadiers. Everyone has carapace armor. You can do so much shit in those editions. It's just amazing. Like fully customizable Chaos Lords and Demon Princes. You can whatever the fuck you want. It's great.
So, I do believe that they're probably going to go back to weapons or equipment costing points, if what I've seen from Kill Team.
They probably should, honestly.
I would happily agree with that, actually. Lower the points cost of a lot of stuff because of that, because, let's be real, that would only make it fair. But, I mean, it would make special weapons actually worth taking, or worth considering. And it would make the hotshot lasgun much more considerable for me. Because now I'm having to wonder, do I want to spend the extra points, or do I want to go for another gun? Because currently, there's no incentive for me to just take an all lasgun Kazakin unit.
You mean an all Hellgun Keskin unit?
It's still a lasgun, it's just a different pattern of lasgun. Do not out autism me, I will beat you down with experience.
Look,
Anyway.
rules as written, it's not a fucking lasgun.
They are a lasgun in fucking principle. They call it a hotshot lasgun on the data sheet. Fuck off.
It's a Hellgun. It's different
It's
than
a
a hotshot
hotshot-
lasgun.
No, on the data sheet for a
The
Kazakin,
Keskins use Hellguns.
they use hotshot lasguns
They
on
use Hellgun. What's wrong with you? Oh my god.
hotshot
You're a
lasguns and
child.
hellguns. No, hotshot lasguns and hellguns are the same thing. They are literally the same thing.
They're technically slightly different.
No, they're
so,
the exact same fucking thing.
okay,
I swear
so
to fucking
a
God.
hotshot.
I will
A hotshot.
find where you live.
Okay, chill. Let me explain. So, hotshot lasgun is a lasgun with a hotshot patch, whereas basically it's very powerful in its arm penetration, right? A Hellgun is a regular lasgun with a fucking backpack attached, and you fire so many shots that you get ep6 because you're shooting so many shots, even though it's still just a lasgun.
Okay.
What this guy
And then the hotshot has like ep4 because it actually is more powerful.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, me, Chad, I need to
You're
hear what
welcome.
you're talking about. Look, I warned you. Like, anytime Warhammer stuff
I can
comes
dig
up,
out the books if you really want.
All I can hear in my fucking head is just Special Olympics.
The
Okay, to be
autism is-
okay.
Go for it, Nos.
Got a rhythm with that tism there. All right, so
Go to your fucking corner.
Ohio.
I don't have a corner. I'm homeless. No. Anyways, look. Bottom line with the whole thing, back to the original fucking point. Emperor's Children look great. I love the fact that the flawless blades are the Slanesh version of what the fucking 8-bound are. And no, you can't fucking tell me I'm retarded because you know I'm right on.
Well, that's incorrect. I can definitely tell you you're retarded.
but not on that though.
Well, definitely on that. There's no noise marines, therefore this is a bad set.
They have noise marines.
Yeah, the flawless blades are the big dudes with the pulled back skulls, dude.
I didn't wait. Do they have the guitars?
No. The flawless blades are the ones that are like the bigger version of the Chaos Marines. They have these like huge ass blades.
But do they have the guitars?
The guitars have
No.
not been around for decades.
Well,
Dude,
therefore
that's
you
what.
fail.
Okay, that is what the fucking models in this fucking web page thingy is called. There is the Infractors, the Tormentors, the Noise Marines, the Master Cacophonist, the Lord Exultant, or is it Lord Cacophonist? Can't fucking remember right now. He just likes cocks.
The Lord Cacophonist is leading the noise marines. Yes.
See, it's like an autism choir. You just have to pluck the right chords.
Go.
All I'm saying is, showing up to a battlefield in a Hello Kitty pink tank is pretty Chad.
Again,
Well-
my favorite thing is that goddamn leopard tank, and the only thing that the guys get back is the Venga boys. Do 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 do. And the fact that it was most likely Canadians makes me laugh every time, because they strapped speakers to the outside of the tank, so everyone would be forced to hear it. And then to pop smoke, they fill them with chem lights.
Have you ever heard the song "You're Pretty Fly for a White Guy"?
Yes.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice.
Apparently, the US troops used to play that over certain frequencies to annoy the Taliban.
Actually, Pretty Fly for a White Guy is not Vanilla Ice.
It's its offspring.
Yeah, the Offspring. Yes.
It is the Offspring.
I couldn't find my Imperial Guard codexes.
I couldn't find my
disappointed.
Imperial Codexes on punk music of the 90s.
I know, right? I only found all my my 6th edition Fantasy Battle ones.
Anyhow,
Fuck this shit. Damn it.
but yes, Imperial Guard have unfortunately had a rough week.
I did find 3.5 Chaos Space Marines.
Nice. But thankfully, if it makes you guys feel any better, we're getting another Minka Lusk model. What's that I hear? Didn't she get a
Woman.
model fucking 8th or 9th? Yes. Stop asking questions.
No.
Consume product.
Consume product. Smoke the weed. Smoke the weed.
Consume the product.
Oh, what's even
See,
better?
that's why.
It's
Consume the spice.
it's another Black Library model.
Yes.
Meaning all of her
That's because
models
that-
are Black
Library.
Black
I think what
Library.
that means. I think what that means is Black Library is basically wanting to push all the women people, and they've given permission to make a certain amount of models related to their books a year. And the reason we give them Galesk all the time is because they want to push the women. So it's not necessarily that's not necessarily on Games Workshop
Push
itself.
the
It's on
woman.
Black Library.
Well,
I'd say.
there's also the fact that there's going to be another Cadian book coming out with Minka Lusk in it. So this is just as much a promotional thing for the book as it is for Black Library as a whole.
Yes.
Vagina.
Canadians are gay.
I hear.
Exactly.
I will disagree. I think Cadians are fine.
Why are we going to
Yeah, they're
Saskatchewan?
gay.
Vagina.
So what's next? Vagina, indeed.
Vagina.
Welcome to Regina,
Are
Saskatchewan.
the women attractive though, or are they modern gaming women? If you get what I mean.
Oh, are we
Uh,
talking about Team Kill?
We're
The
talking.
Minka Lusk model looks fine. It's a model.
We're talking about Games Workshop. When have they made a decent looking model?
Well, no, I used to like the old Lelith Hesperax model, and then the recent new one that replaced it, a certain part is covered up, and that made me sad.
The Juan Diaz Demonets are pretty attractive.
Yeah, but I
think
mean
you need to seek a commissar.
the vast majority of Games Workshop models are kind of ugly, but they're
Ugly. Yeah.
they're meant to
Yep.
be ugly. Because that's what a society that's constantly at war would be, is ugly.
Good.
Yeah,
It's
you
also
wouldn't.
just a case of GW doesn't really want to care that much.
No, they
That
just
would
want
require
they
paying
just want
people
the
to
money.
design new things.
They just want that money, yo. I also want that money.
Wait.
Da 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 bill.
I
Wait.
mean, I'm not gonna fucking cry about
We
a
getting
fucking.
multi-part Albion Reavers? Holy
In all
shit.
fairness, I don't care about what
What?
people look like in a post-apocalyptic universe where every day you're fighting for survival. You kind of need to, toughen up.
You guys just skipped over biggest news yet.
Oh, what's that?
Like, we were getting a new plastic kit for High Elves.
For what?
High Elves are getting a new plastic kit.
Oh, Age of Sigmar shit. Who cares?
No, you faggot. Old world shit.
Oh, I don't play
Yeah.
Old World.
Albion
Yeah.
Reavers getting a multi-part plastic kit. It's kind of fucking insane.
Old World is getting a selection of models, and some role updates that I haven't been able to go through.
I love you. There's they got us the turkey, the bread, cereal.
Sounds tasty. Why are you not sharing?
Yeah.
So from what I'm reading for the article, the box contains
Uh,
66 miniatures, 32 elven spearmen, 32 elven archers, and 2 Tyrannok chariots, which can also be made into lion chariots of Trace?
Fuck my bad.
Huh?
Something like that. You passed. You're basically there.
Well, there's only 2 ways of saying that.
Exactly. You got this.
Both infantry options come with enough command options to split your units in 2 if you wish, and you get a new High Elf Realms transfer sheet containing 3,356.
It's actually a lie. You could split those units into 3 or more because they have 1 command group per 4 dudes in the box. Just saying.
I believe they were. I believe this was just a generalization.
I know, but they're just giving us false information. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Uh,
A Warhammer community article being incorrect. What
Yeah,
shall
that
we
happens
fucking do?
It happens a lot more than I wish to justify saying that it happens.
But to be honest, it is probably practical because you probably wouldn't actually have things more than that. So yeah.
There is also a
Nice.
dice set and reference card pack which contains all your most important rules and a lavish standalone High Elf Realms transfer sheet with magnificent iconography and runes for your shields and banners.
They look pretty good.
They have also
Meanwhile-
gotten a Lord of Crace. He has a halberd, it seems,
That's a great
or
axe.
it's just an axe. I thought it was a halberd. I'm sorry. He
It's
also
okay.
has probably a short sword.
It's just a sword.
It's just a sword. It's just a sword.
It's just a sword. Yeah.
Look, you're talking to someone who likes weapons, okay?
And he has the White Lion Cloak,
Yes,
which gives him
and
a 2+ ward save against ranged weapons.
fascinating.
At least I think it's 2+. I'll just double check.
See, you missed the biggest news. Dark Heresy is getting
Yes.
new models
Oh,
that are totally not models that were from 40K. Totally. That no longer fit 40K.
you said Dark Heresy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you mean Horus Heresy?
Yeah.
Horus Heresy, Dark Heresy, whichever.
Man, it's
Look, I'm sick and I'm
Seth,
running a fever.
I believe in you.
Right.
You've got
Are
this.
you-
They
are
don't
you-
sell firstborn Marines anymore, right?
They still
Oh
do.
yeah, only in 40k, 30k.
So how do
On
you
40K?
how do you build your Horus Heresy army?
No, you can.
With
No,
the Horus Heresy Marines.
Yeah.
they still have Firstborn. They still sell Firstborn.
But also,
put it in all
technically,
total.
newer kits are just as big as Primaris, basically. the new kind of ugly-looking Mark III Marines are as big as Parhamas, and so are the Mark VI,
I
I
do have
believe.
I do have a friend who is painting me an Iron Warrior Terminator.
Mm.
He looks fantastic. But yes, at the Las Vegas Open preview, we are getting another Adeptus Mechanicum model. The Thanatar Siege model is Siege Automata is getting a new model, the Thanatar Kavas. It mounts a
Nice.
plasma mortar, but it is also very, very beautiful.
I have a bunch of really tiny versions of that.
Is it bad that I'm so more excited about the Gundam tabletop than I am anything coming out of Games Workshop?
I mean,
I'm not.
I can't do
I
it.
don't.
Hex based system just
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think
Probably be
Hexbase
able to
suits
afford
Gundam.
I'm interested, but that's only because I'm also interested in fucking BattleTech. So
My issue is obviously like Hexbase. I don't think would actually suit Gundam very well, and then also it's not mass battle. It's just like a
you'd be
hero thing.
you'd be
So
surprised because BattleTech is a hex based, and the models of Gundam would actually fit in well with a lot of medium mechs. Believe it or not, either light or
technically
medium.
yes, but BattleTech is specifically everything about BattleTech is based on power plays and board game effectively, right? It's basically a slow lumbering thing with your gigantic mechs that don't move very fast.
That's ac-
Gundam
that's
would
that's
be
ac- that's actually a mischaracterization thanks to the Mech Warrior games. No, the mechs of
you sure a flea can move very fast and put a ram on it and shake someone's leg off. Sure,
Uh,
but
I mean,
comparatively,
even
right?
the slow heavy mechs move at 50 kilometers per hour, which is pretty damn fast.
yeah,
But think of
like
it
I
like
said,
this: like, so you guys are you familiar with X-wing?
with
Yeah.
what?
X-wing,
X-Wing.
right? So I personally think if you wanted a Gundam game in space, the X-wing mechanics would better represent that than anything else.
I can see
Not
that.
quality 1-to-1, but like, yeah,
They may have gone the hex based route because of BattleTech, and again, a lot of BattleTech.
I actually suspect they went the hex-based route because of what I said privately last night or earlier today. Sorry,
are they,
I'm a little bit feverish, but
You're
are
fine.
they,
You don't
are they
say.
heterosexuals?
That's why we're carrying the conversation. It's okay.
Okay, let's go, Jackie. What were you saying?
But the card game and the models will have separate rule sets, separate games, but they also have a combined game. And I suspect that's why everything's hex based.
Yeah, that would make sense actually.
Which means you could potentially have your hero units on card.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing,
Be right back.
like what I want in a Gundam miniature game is essentially a mass battle game that's actually set in a setting rather than just like whatever the fuck you want at the same time.
The
At least to
problem
begin
with
with, like so just essentially 1 year war. To start off with just 1 year war, a bunch of Zakus and GMs, a few hero units, and have fun.
the
Yeah.
problem with that though is Gundam has never been in terms
Well,
of lore. Here's 100 fucking Zaku's on one battlefield at any
Yes,
one
it
time.
has.
There's been a few instances, yes, but it is no. A lot of what we
We
follow
should
with
be able to
Gundam.
do that though. Like should be able to scale. If you want to have
I
a final
think
battle at the end of 1 year war, yeah.
I think there's going to be the ability to scale, but it's probably going to be one of those slow roll things if Bandai doesn't abandon it. That's
Yeah.
just the
But
feeling I get.
even yeah. Like, even if
And
there was an option, I'm basically out because it's all just monopose shit.
mm,
I mean, monopose for Gundam makes sense because there are certain iconic poses for the Gundams and for the mobile suits in general. So
oh,
You have enough options, so there's a few different options, so you can do the iconic poses and then just whatever the fuck you want. Like ball joints would be fucking amazing. You could still do them at scale.
it
make
depends
them
on
Like they have the technology. They have the fucking technology.
like Gunpla.
Yeah, not as detailed, but yeah, just ball joints so you can basically position arms where you want them, glue them, and you're good. Like, they have the fucking technology to ball joints. I think they should have done it.
Mhm. I get that, but at the same time, I also get that they're trying to break into a new area.
Let's
They're
also be
trying.
fair. The tabletop wargaming market is quite saturated because everybody and their grandmother has attempted a tabletop wargame at some point.
Mhm.
So they're not going full bore yet. If it does well, and I have faith it will, yeah, we'll probably see higher quality models. But they're only dipping their toes right now.
Yeah.
Let them see it. Let them be patient. I think it's fair for them personally to not just go full fucking bore, because we have to understand at the end of the day, Namco Bandai is not a tabletop wargaming company; it's a model company.
Yes, they should be playing to their
Bandai
strengths.
Namco is not a model company.
It's an IP company, to be honest, but
It's a massive conglomerate that makes mostly video games.
In
And a
terms
Except
giant
Bonds.
portion of those video games are quote unquote VLTs.
And also shit.
Gundam Breaker 4 was good. Anyway,
Yeah, but I'm not paying that much for it. Holy shit.
I bought it on the Steam Winter Sale.
Oh, nice. But I had a friend who played it, and apparently he enjoyed it. So, yeah, at least it makes some things good, but for some others, it's just been like,
Well, I mean,
Not every
that's-
Bamco game has been a success. I will agree.
I still want to
Bamco.
play the one they released on the Apple console.
trying to think. When I think Bandai Namco games, I think Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z,
I
the
actually,
MMO.
I think of Soul Calibur actually.
Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
God,
believe
I
it
like
was-
Soul
I had-
Calibur.
I guess it's just Gundam games with suck.
The Gundam
Um,
game. The Gundam Breaker 4 was fun.
Yeah.
We'll give them
Steel
one, but
Alliance
we'll give them Gundam Breaker 4.
Dynasty
Steel
Warriors
Alliance
Gundam was
fun.
literally the best Gundam game I have ever fucking played.
Dynasty Warriors, the original Breakers were good. New Breakers was trash.
For talking
Generation,
Bandai Namco's Tekken games.
Generation G Cross Rays, if you like gotcha games and Advanced Wars, literally.
Also, if you like SD Gundam to begin with.
Yeah. I just like watching SD Gundams explode.
If you like SD
Boy, do
Gundam,
I have-
we have some news for you. Face the wall, please.
I have the Hello Kitty Gundams and Zaku's somewhere I need to build at some point.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
have a
That's
That's
the only stuff I
adorable.
own.
I have a Hyzak that I was bullied into buying by my significant other, who may or may not be watching.
Good.
Hi, Millie. Bully or more.
Is this the so different other I know about? Do you want me to bully him back for you?
No.
Bully
Just
Jackie Moore.
StarCraft 2 last night.
Bully Jackie Moore.
But yeah,
No, Jackie doesn't do the bully.
I don't get bullied that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was bullied into buying it by people.
Unspecified third parties.
So I'm probably going to be doing a few more streams of building gunpla kits because that seems to be very popular on my channel for whatever reason.
I should probably do
People
something like that as
people
well at some
love
point.
Gunpla building streams. Shit's great.
Fuck. Me and Shadow were in call together, and I looked up and I go, "Huh, I got 113 viewers."
I have a giant magic carp.
You have a
You
giant
put that-
Magikarp.
Bandai magic carp kit. Kit. Cup. The best Pokemon.
Anyhow.
Gyarados. But yeah.
Something
I got the red
else for
Gyarados.
Something else for Horus Heresy. We have a new console. A Traitor Herald console, and this time he is painted in the Sons of Horus colors. He looks fucking fantastic, by the way. Unfortunately, he's in Mark 4 and not Mark 6, so he's in the inferior power armor. But
No, he's in the better one. Mark 4
Mark
is
6,
the second best.
Mark
The best
6,
one's
The
Mark
Mark 3
nerd
6
is
is
autism
better.
insane.
begins.
Mark 6 is better. And
6 is
fucking
better
no.
because it's bigger than 4.
No, I like it because the Beaky is fucking iconic as shit.
I hate the bigs. I hate the bigs.
Jackie,
They're
I'm
iconic,
gonna
but I
have to
just don't
murder
like
him. I'm
them.
sorry.
Look, the best
You're
fucking
gonna-
the best mark of spacesuit armor is Mark fucking 3, but not the new kits because they're ugly as fuck. The older kits.
You can be dead fucking. You could be dead fucking
I am
wrong. Mark
correct.
6.
I am fucking
Mark
correct.
6 is the best pattern of Space Marine armor ever. It is better
Or
than
unless you
Mark
play
4.
Raven Guard.
Fuck you. I have a fucking custom Space Marine chapter, and they all wear fucking Mark 6. Even the
So,
Primaris wear Mark 6.
Are they? So are you saying they are Alpha Legion?
That is exactly what he's saying.
No, but they do have a bit of iron in blood. Anyway.
If they have iron in their blood, they'd be in Mark fucking 3. Like men.
You
Well,
know,
go fuck yourself. Anyway.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Mark 3 is kind of fucking awesome.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
over
3
here
is
in the
good.
Superior Orcish camp, look, I got some tin plating.
Well,
That will start around, that will.
I mean, I'm
And
a
it would because he
Consecrators
thinks it
fan,
does.
and that is literally what the Consecrators used to wear, is Mark 3.
And I also don't mind Mark 2, but I would love it if actually made a kit where the head didn't move. Because the head doesn't, there's no movement in the head. I think it'd be really funny to actually, like, how I'd have to model that to work in a way that doesn't look stupid. And that's something I want to see. Because I think they did make Mark 2 a Forge World, but that you could move the heads, it's just not the same.
But yeah, no, when it comes down
But
to
yeah.
it, I actually I like Mark 2 and Mark 3 because Consecrators.
I
I'm
mean,
a
that's a
dark,
fair reason.
I'm
Look,
a
I'm
dark
not
angel
saying
at the end of the day.
I'm not saying that the other Space Marine chapters or the other Space Marine armors aren't good. They're good. I just think Mark 6 is better.
Okay, so basically, the reason I like 4 is it has all the extra bits you can paint. Like trim, it has all the trim on it, essentially. Like with Mark 6, there's so many areas where just like it's just you don't have as much area unless you go and fucking paint the little
Studs,
the bead, the studs. Like there's not that much to actually like bring like secondary colors into. As well, it's like,
I will agree that Mark 6 is more basic in that sense.
yeah,
But
which
that's
it's
why
definitely
I like it.
yeah, which is fine. But that's sort of my issue with like the Imperialist stuff is like the shit's tiny, right? And if it was a different suit of armor, you could actually do some detail. But Mark 6 is like, I'm not trying to fucking. Those
Yeah, I
balls not
know,
getting
I know.
painted at that scale, holy shit. But
I
like if it was shoulder pad trim, I could actually probably do it. So all my guys just took just one monocolor almost, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah, no, Mark 4 is pretty good. I like most Space Marine armor. I'm not a huge fan of the Primaris armors.
I like the Primaris armors only because I like them as an upgrade. I don't like them independent.
I only like I like the stand Primaris armor mostly because it's based on 4, even if it's a slightly ugly version of 4. But that's sort of it's only member berries basically for me liking that.
The only problem is I love Cataphracti pattern Terminator armor, but unfortunately Terminators suck because they have to make the aggressors better, which fucking angers me because Cataphracti Terminator.
Would you like to play Terminators?
I
I know
don't
just the
have
game for you.
I don't have time for
just the game for you.
I don't
Horus
have time.
Heresy.
I don't have time for heresy.
Terminators are playable.
What do you mean
And
playable?
tanks suck. So like they're not shit because of aggressors don't exist. You just have Terminators. It's very cool.
Well, Terminators are playable. It's just
But
they're not.
And also, you put a Primarch in with your Terminators and a fucking Spartan. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
That's
Just
fair, I
amazing.
guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Glory to RCOC. What's your next topic?
I don't know. Half the time, the first topic derails so many times that we never make it to the next topic. We're
We don't
breaking
really
our.
have topics.
Should
There's
we
that
talk
dev.
about
Okay.
should we talk about titties and video games?
I was
Yeah,
about to
Finally had
say,
to
there
jump
is
in.
that dev studio who already killed their game before it came out by saying they're not bringing it out on PC because they don't want people to mod
I
loot
saw that
things
as
in.
well.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
said that?
I wasn't going to go into that one immediately. I was actually going to go into PlayStation shooting themselves in the foot again.
What have they done now?
It's a day that ends in Y.
It's just a regular day, really.
So PlayStation's been switching. Well, Sony PlayStation, whatever, however you want to fucking say it, has been switching to a live or completely live service model, meaning all of their games
Oh,
are live service. Oh yeah. No, that's not a problem whatsoever. Anybody here
so
see a
much.
problem? Anybody here see a problem with live service?
I
Anybody?
No,
don't
it's
see
the
what you're
most
talking
perfect
about.
service ever. I'm not saying this because I'm being compelled by a Chinese
when we
official with a
get
gun.
like a few weeks where there's no Sony news, I imagine they all get together in like the boardroom, and the CEO comes in and he just puts his hands on the table and goes, "Gentlemen, it has come to my attention that our company is in grave danger of making money." Now,
We obviously
who would
can't
you look
allow
at?
this.
Do you see this? Does this look like red ink? No! This is black! Get it down there!
I
So
There was,
don't
I think,
like. There are
people
things
not
that I
wanting.
don't like in black. One of them is money. The other is my employees.
hey, we don't racist here.
The Japanese are though.
All of them.
Meanwhile,
We
in
don't-
Japan,
We don't racist here because Twitch yells at Jackie. Twitch is like,
Yeah,
Jackie,
don't be
bad.
racist. Yeah,
I wasn't saying you were the racist. I was saying
we
that
love the
Japan.
Japanese. Stop disparaging the Japanese. We love them.
Yeah, Japanese people are amazing.
Are you saying that with a katana at your back today, sir?
Yes. We're both heavily invested by Japanese company.
You gotta remember
Exactly.
though, Sony hates Japan now.
Yeah,
yeah, because they're based in California now.
They will censor cleavage in any anime game.
Okay.
They'll allow the Baldur's Gate 3 and Last of Us 2 scenes completely fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Bestiality's okay, and titties are not.
Titties are great.
Anyway, what's the actual
Titties are
story?
Indeed.
Okay, so Sony's been doing a lot of aggressive acquiring lately, trying to get a bunch of game studios up under their development umbrella, as it were, right? The development umbrella.
Correct.
They have, had 12 live service games, including one that Sony PlayStation fans were looking heavily forward to, called Days Gone 2. Sony has now canceled 8 of 12 projects because lack of resources, lack of funding. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they could have gotten all their money.
Hmm.
Oh.
Right?
If
What's
they'd
making
made
this
a Killzone game, they'd have my money.
They made a good kill.
In all fairness, I don't think anyone should give them money and just let them collapse. These places need to die at this point.
See, when it comes to Killzone, I don't want them to make a new one because I know exactly what the current gaming writers will do with it. What I want them to do is essentially do what Microsoft did with the Master Chief Collection. Just get all the existing games, put them into one big bundle and port them to PC.
Yeah, but I want it to be
That's all I
done by a competent team.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. Technically, all the Halo games, or most of the Halo games, were already on PC.
Or could already work on PC.
Yeah. All Microsoft did was just bundle them up in a pack and say here, and chucked it at Steam, and the people fucking ate that shit up like a
Actually,
bunch of fat people
only
after they got released from the concentration camps.
only Combat Evolved and Halo 2 were ever released on PC.
Halo
No,
2
Combat
was
Evolved was on
originally-
PC. No, Combat
That's
Evolved
what I
was on
said.
PC.
Halo 2
That's what I
was
said.
not
Only
released on
Combat
PC.
Evolved and Halo 2 were on PC.
Halo
I
2
thought
was not.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Was
It was bundled with Windows Vista,
Oh,
which
yeah.
you needed to have in
So-
order to play. It was part of the way they got you to buy Vista.
So it wasn't on PC. It was on Windows Vista.
Yeah, but we didn't get free. We didn't get Reach, ODST. It was, yeah.
But also, it's likely that all the games would probably, even if they were developed on like the Xbox or 360, they probably could run on PC. They probably had a version ran on PC straight away anyway, even if it didn't release it.
So the original Xbox and Xbox One, yes. The Xbox 360, no.
So it's a bit special.
Because it uses PISA CPUs instead of CISC. Excuse me,
Yeah.
x86 architecture, as you people would know it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a nerd.
It's a power PC, I guess, instead. But I reckon they still would have had, they probably would have had their versions that ran on actual PCs, though. At least these days, with the exception of fucking Nintendo, Sony theoretically can't fuck up a modern PC port. They probably still do, because everything is just literally the same architecture. It shouldn't be that fucking hard.
No, modern games, no, absolutely not. But they still fucking
Yeah.
just look at Call of
Yeah.
Duty. Call of
Do I
Duty
have
Black
to?
Ops 6.
To be fair, Call of
Black-
Duty has also
Black-
just been shit for a while.
Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You heard me.
Or the Blackhawk.
Did you just read your wish list?
No. But yeah, other news out of Sony that's really not helping them much right now. Apparently, the PlayStation 6 design is finished.
Didn't they just release the PS5 like
Yes.
2 years ago?
Yeah, they just released
Why
the
the fuck are
PS5.
they making the PlayStation 6?
See, we've increased the GPU power by 0.38286%.
Just make the PS5 Pro if that's the case. Like,
They
Yeah, but
have.
then we couldn't make people pay for an extra
have.
$700.
They've
They've
made
released
the
the Pro.
PS5. Yeah, they've already released the Pro.
Came out last year.
oh! How the fuck do you fuck up marketing that bad to the point where people don't even fucking know?
I knew about it. I don't even play for consoles.
I knew about it. I don't know how I knew about
I guess
it.
I'm fucking retarded then.
But
That's
yeah.
fine.
I
you
like
can judge
peanut
me.
butter.
It's the same thing that happened to Nintendo recently when the Switch 2 stuff started getting leaked and it was starting to seem more and more realistic. Nintendo started losing a lot of sales too.
Yeah. They just don't want people to know about it.
Yeah.
And on
Right.
the product cycle for design as well, like things will be done like 2 years in advance anyway, so
Well, that makes sense, but that means they're already planning for the PlayStation 5 to be made redundant.
yes, always. It's always gonna be. This is consoles. At the same time, because it's all the same fucking architecture, you do have the situation where sometimes the games can be released in both. So at least initially, like you still get some games, if they run like shit.
But like at this point, what's the point in buying a console when you could just buy a computer?
Good question, especially considering how expensive that PlayStation 5 Pro is. You could build a computer for that
please
price.
tell me that. Please tell me that.
It's like $700 US or something.
You could buy a decent mid PC for them.
Yeah, you could buy a decent low-end
Pretty
PC
much.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah, pre-made.
yeah, it's kind of insane. But it's just Sony faggot shit. The Sony people just
I
they
think
just like this
the guy
Sony.
just screwed the pooch on that one.
It's a little too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just like their Sony games. The one Sony game they get exclusive at a time.
Yeah.
So you just buy it.
Why are you? Oh, because you're
Or
going
like
to
the
the
Apple
wrong
people who just
fucking.
buy the apples.
Damn.
At least like Microsoft, at least they're like, it's just a piece. Like they literally don't care what you buy at this point.
Yeah,
It's basically, they offer it, it's cheaper. It is technically cheaper to get an Xbox than a PC, at least for current versions. And I kind of
Yeah.
like how they released the S as a cut down version for even less. Like they're offering cheaper options for people and treating it as one big ass market.
yeah.
Taking a cut.
Basically, when you're buying an Xbox, you're basically buying a mid-tier PC that's only going to last you like
Yeah.
2 years that you can't upgrade.
Yeah, and the advantage for at least Microsoft for the S is that they're not wasting any chips. They can use all their chips because they're cutting them down enough that they can chuck them all in the S.
Yeah.
Because Sony probably has a bunch of chips they can't use, which I think AMD was probably selling at some point. I think they were selling like just for CPU or something in China or some shit.
According to the Insider, BS6 GPU is based on an early fork of the GFX 13 architecture. The architecture previously known as RDNA 5, but will now be called UDNA.
I don't
Meanwhile,
like that.
another reliable hardware leaker took a chip-hill forms to share the PS6 will use 3D cache, which computers have been doing forever. Well, Microsoft has decided the specs for the next Xbox SoC. Microsoft's being very quiet about their console. They claim
As they
that
should, to be fair.
certainly that AMD will launch its UNA GPU and Zen 6 CPU lineup next year in 2026. A late 2027 launch for the PS6 had been slated in Sony Interactive Entertainment's filing to the UK competition regulator in 2022. This console market mentioned that it was likely to launch the year that next generation of PlayStation console, the PS6, around the year 2027. The filing pertained to Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard King as Sony attempted to block the deal from happening. As for the next Xbox, nobody knows shit about it.
At this
They just
point,
unveil it and it's a laptop.
I mean, at this fucking point,
I think there was the rumors. I think they mentioned they might be doing a handheld on the Xbox, which probably
there's
actually.
been there's been rumors of that for a while.
Yeah, I think they're the one.
That's a rumor that's a couple years old.
Like out of like essentially Xbox and PlayStation, I think the Xbox is probably the most viable to actually do that as well.
The
Yeah.
problem is the Steam Deck exists. So what Microsoft games would you
It's
be
Yeah,
able
at this
to
point, they're being outcompeted
effectively
by Steam.
yeah. I think you'd essentially
Well,
have basically even easier to use than the Steam Deck, and then all the essentially guarantee that all the fucking Xbox
the,
games works on it.
the thing is you actually have a new market opening up because of the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally. It's an old market, but it's a new market that's opening up,
Yeah,
which
I just
is
ignore the
for
fucking
Well,
portable
the
it's
gigabyte
like
PC.
I
vision.
said. I think I said it yesterday. The console war between like Xbox and PlayStation, nobody cares anymore. The new sort of battle is now going to be between the portable PC, so the Steam Deck, the ROG, all its competitors, and the Nintendo Switch. Because the Switch is now competing with the portable PCs. It has to justify its existence versus just buying a Steam Deck.
Well, the benefit to a Switch is all your fucking Nintendo games work on.
Not
Well,
only
yeah, and
that, you can mod the fuck out of it to do anything you want.
This is the thing, though. This is why I think Nintendo, because they've always been doing this, but recently they've gone way harder on cracking down on emulators and people
And it still won't matter. They
distributing
can't do
ROMs and
shit.
things. Because they're
It-
worried that if you can emulate Switch games on a Steam Deck, there's no point to the Switch.
well,
well,
the
I hate to
problem with
say
that,
this,
the problem
Emulation's legal.
Yeah, Nintendo agreed that emulation is legal after they took down a bunch of fucking emulators.
Yeah, they gouged the Vimsla, which is my favorite ROM site. They fucking gouged it, and it will never be the same.
No, they
again.
gouge the fuck out of everything. That's why pirating everything is morally
What happened
morally
is
responsible.
what happened is
Nintendo
what always
products,
happened. The normies discovered it because Dolphin emulator went up
Ugh.
on the App Store, and that means normies were exposed to emulation, and the normies were like, well, "Where do we get our games from?" And then they discovered Vimsla, and when the normies discover something, Nintendo discovers it. Yeah.
This is something you theoretically could get angry at the normies over, but let's also be fair to them.
No.
Fuck you.
Well, see,
No.
I don't necessarily like getting angry at normies because, you know, there's a front end for various emulators that's up on Steam right now. It's called RetroArch. You can use it through Steam. You can download it through Steam servers. What really happens is a lot of times a lawyer sees this because, oh God, what's this? It's hot in an app store. Oh, well, now we need to search for the way to use it. Oh, there's a website selling my client's products. That's as far
Not
as
realizing
actual...
that they're not realizing that they're not in fact selling a product. All it is just file sharing,
Yeah.
which is free.
Yep. Which by U.S. law actually makes it legal.
Yeah, because there's no financial transaction. Or money is not changing hands.
U.S. law, there has to be money changing hands for it to be considered piracy. Funny.
Or just a transaction in general. You have to be getting something for something.
No. Because this was an argument brought up for the peer-to-peer networks existing. That ultimately, if I'm not paying for it, I'm not getting or it's not a transaction, according to U.S. law. Now, that being said, the U.S. will enforce its law the way that it feels, and including doing this illegally. I have stated this for years. Of course, that being said, you also have the fun companies like Adobe, who sues a free open source software over one line of fucking code.
I think my also favorite bit about that is that they made it so that you can't legally leave their thing without paying them if you were already paying for it.
Yeah, I have experience with this if you want to hear a story. So what they do is you sign up for a 12-month contract, which kind of makes sense. It makes your money out. So if you have to leave, so you have to pay it out, it justifies the cost. I'm kind of okay with that. After 12 months is up, they sign you up for another 12 months without fucking asking you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scummy part.
Is this
Yep.
Adobe we're on about?
Yep. And the thing is, I had the student version for the first 12 months, full price for next, and it's like, I can't really just, I'm not using the shit. Try to leave. And then I was like, are you sure that's legal? Then they just cancelled it. Because it probably isn't legal here in New Zealand, at least.
So that is currently going through the courts in the U.S. because of 2 of our state's tax laws.
I bought Photoshop, and then after about a month, I wanted to cancel it, and they said, "Oh, you've got to pay like over 100 something for the rest of the cost." I'm like, "I'm canceling it."
Ridiculous.
So the way I got around it was you can switch to a different package. So what I did is I switched to a different package, and then they're also like, "Oh, when you first begin a package, there's a certain window, like so many days, where you can cancel it for free." So I just switched package and then cancelled.
Yeah, but the thing is that business practice has actually been under extreme question in the United States because of tax systems
all my
in
friends
a couple of states
justified it.
Just like the IRS will eventually be sending Tori, our good VTuber friend here, they'll be sending Tori like, hey, you got to pay us taxes eventually.
Yeah, then I get to fill out a form saying, I pay this because I'm not a United States resident.
Pay us taxes.
I still had to fill out a fucking US tax form, but I think you just say not a resident, and I don't know exactly how it works, but I'll figure it out.
You might
My
want to
sister's an
consult a
accountant.
lawyer on that.
Here,
Hey,
here's
my
the
sister's an accountant. This will be fine.
here's the
Your
fun part
sister's
about
an
this
accountant.
that
Oh, fuck.
here's the fun part about this that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of Japanese YouTubers and Twitch streamers have to pay U.S. taxes.
Huh,
Yeah,
didn't know
and
that.
I don't think there's
Mm.
also there's not
Hmm?
a tax agreement between Japan and America. I don't think so. You don't get the fucking discounts.
Yep.
Nope.
For example, fucking Demon
That's why-
Dice.
That's why in the
So
early
Karen
days,
basically pays taxes twice.
that's
I don't know how
why
she lives.
that's why I in the early days of YouTube, whenever I would make it or have to make a corporation for a little bit, it would be in places like Malaysia. Because their tax laws allowed me not to pay taxes. You can't do that
brought
anymore.
this up-
Don't do it. You will go to
brought
jail
this
for
up
tax
yesterday.
evasion.
Count Dankula made a tweet saying, he said, "Oh, the best part about being a YouTuber in Scotland is constantly having to fill in forms and mail them to the IRS to tell them you're not an American and you don't owe them money."
Yeah.
The IRS sitting on the other side of the pond. How dare you?
Also, on the topic of Photoshop, if you absolutely, for some reason, need to open a PSD file accurately, you can go. There is an online app called Photopea, which just opens them. It is actually good. It opens them properly. And if you need to whatever stuff, you just use that.
Mhm. Unless you need a shape tool, don't use Photoshop, use GIMP. That's my advice.
Yeah.
I use
GIMP is free.
Krita for my art stuff. Well, I'm trying to. It's
I
kind
think
of
I paid for it.
I
But I paid for Affinity Photo once for like $50, and it's not perfect, but it works like most one uses. It just doesn't open PSD files, so I use Photopea.
I use Krita for
I
a lot of
use
stuff that I do.
Krita.
When it comes to if
I
you
mainly
want
use
the-
Krita because it works on my tablet as well, and it works on Linux.
Yeah. So does GIMP. GIMP works on Linux.
Also a funny name as well.
And a funny
Uh,
logo.
It stands for New Image Manipulation Program. GIMP.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Where does the G come from?
Old
We
cold.
know
you
what
know.
it says, Jackie. We know what
Old
it says. We're not.
It's GNU.
Old coder
GNU.
humor. We try to make the fucking we try to make the thing just as funny as hell.
Mm.
We can call it music
But
on
anyway.
console, or we can call it mock. We'll call it mock.
Macaque.
I'm not playing Final Fantasy. Why would I be running that dungeon?
Yeah, why are you playing fast? Why are you running 1,000 more snores?
Why are you playing Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy hasn't released a game in a million years.
Literally, Final Fantasy 16 came out a couple of years ago.
Look, I played 8 and
But
finished
not a
it for the
single
first
person remembers
time
it.
last year. Thank you very much.
There's a Final Fantasy 8? There's a Final Fantasy 16?
There's a Final Fantasy 4?
There's a Final Fantasy?
Oh my god.
One would think that after the first one, it wouldn't be Final Fantasy anymore.
I
They
think
all-
it's just a translation error.
They all happen in
Or
different
it's just-
timelines. That's actually the thing.
Some of them do. Some of them are also in the same timeline, and they don't fucking tell you. Because imagine my shock when I learned that Final Fantasy 12 is also the same fucking universe as Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics just happens way back in the fucking past.
Yes.
Whereas Final Fantasy
Yeah.
12 in the past, I don't fucking remember.
Or the fact
Do you want to know
that
something fun?
Final Fantasy VII story is still ongoing because they're releasing new games for it. Again.
Do you know every single Final
Cloud, get
Fantasy-
back out there, Cloud! Get out there and do shit, Cloud!
Holy fucking shit. So every single Final Fantasy game is in the past of Final Fantasy 14.
Hmm.
Do you know
No.
Nier is also in Final Fantasy 14?
So Nier is weird when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV. It's technically interdimensional bullshit.
Yeah, it's still weird. But
Did you
you
know?
visit in the
Did you know Nier is also in Fantasy Star Online
it's
for
based.
no apparent reason?
Okay, but is 2B's ass? Does 2B's ass have more polygons?
It
All these
is
polygons.
It is Fantasy Star Online too.
I've
Need
never
more
played.
polygons.
I've never
So
played.
less polygons, I think.
No,
It's probably safer, sure.
it depends on how much time the person put into making the model, and a lot of the fat models are very high quality. I'm not
What are
So
we
what
kidding
you
you.
talking
say? So
about?
what you're saying is somebody likes them big. They like them chunky.
Because a lot of
Hello?
the
Yes, extra thick.
hello, yes, extra thick.
I am not saying nothing.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're a bottom shadow. And I'm
Yes,
a
you.
trains girl, and you're more of a bottom than me. What does that say about you?
That I'm jealous.
Bottom.
That's right. You too. If you call now, available on the internet, this British femboy is all available for you.
Hold up,
Yeah, we.
bitch. You from Appalachia? I know that. No,
Yeah, but I've always been
you don't
effeminate,
get to say.
so.
Jake has a gigantic penis.
Checkmate.
Yeah, well, how else do you get around the mountains? Use it like a helicopter.
Yeah.
You
You can fly.
spin me right round, baby, right
Can you
round.
tell
I
we're out
just
of
do mine
topic?
like a toy propeller. Just
Can you tell we're out of topic, ladies?
Calaban!
No, we're not out of topics. What do you
Yeah,
guys talk
actually, on the topic of
Dude, you haven't been around
what I
for
was
a while.
trying to
This is
bring
how
up.
it usually goes.
I
So,
know.
so we've got. So on the topic of animated is how there's all the people being like,
Well,
you
that's
can't
kind
animate
of
it
what
anymore
I
because it's
was.
porn.
That's kind of what I was pushing towards with the whole talking about 2B is
Yeah,
technically infant. I was trying to
yeah.
talk about the sexual things in a Japanese MMO.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got derailed.
speaking of sexual things, on the topic of grifters,
Oh
Melody
god,
Mack
no.
and Razor
Yes, here we go.
Cunt.
Not this again!
it's been done.
I
Fuck
swear to God,
off.
I swear to God, Razor Fist has his tongue firmly planted within Melanie Mack's ass.
Yeah, it's funny. It's the way I see it is
Actually,
like you just play the games you
I ha-
enjoy. The people play the games they enjoy, and just shut up.
I
Yeah.
have I actually got new news on the Melody Mac actually. See,
Oh,
I
about
was
how
thinking,
her eggs are all dried up.
well, yeah, she's almost fucking 40.
Yeah, holy shit.
Fucking
She
empty
looks
egg
good
carton
for
over there.
40. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's 39.
Yes, my
Holy
son.
cow.
Yes, well, that's what surgery gets you when you're a cam whore.
She should have gotten off internet sooner and found a husband, but she fucked up.
Literally,
Just
saying.
Shoe on Head got a husband quicker than her.
Yeah, and has a kid.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
actually,
I'm
Shoe
happy
on
for
Head
her.
is
I'm actually happy for her, honestly.
Shoe
You know,
on Head
see,
is actually rather based.
Yeah,
what's
like
even worse?
she is
For
a bit of
a
a fucking
Democrat
commie, but like
supporting
she's
lefty, yeah.
yeah, she's not bad, but like still like a bit of a Bernie bro. Still.
She is a bit of a lefty, but she isn't crazy lefty.
Yeah, she's actually fairly reasonable.
She's
So,
someone
yeah.
you can disagree with, but still have a conversation with. She's not
Yeah.
going to
Yes.
scream
Yeah.
Nazi at you.
You know,
No, if anything, she'll make the Jew burning joke with you.
And laugh. It'll be funny. It'll be great.
yeah, but no, the thing is.
Oh, right, I haven't robbed those guys in a while. Time to go see what they've stored up for me.
Googregate
What
is
is this
going
game
on.
you mentioned?
What game?
What's Jewanon?
What
I
is
don't
this
know
game
what
you
that
mentioned
is.
where they're not doing a PC port because of modders? Well,
I already
somebody
forgot.
mentioned that.
Somebody's going to have to refresh my memory.
Banana shoes.
Banana shoe.
Banana shoe?
Mahamana.
Muhammad Ali.
Hello, rare stuff. Gimme,
If
gimme, gimme. We're
any
gonna sell all that.
developer takes an anti-modding stance in any way, I don't buy it. Like, I refunded GTFO because they didn't want people modding it, so they deliberately update the game and make the code more and more complicated just to make sure that people couldn't mod it. I was like, yeah, I'm refunding
That
it.
sounds.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why developers are so anti-modding when that's literally why Fallout is still even close to
Investors.
relevant.
I doubt that it's really those people. I think it's more the investors are going, no, you need to do this because we told you to.
Well, to them, it's a case of protecting their assets because
It's
they're
not wanting to compete with modders, because again, if you can mod a game and mod in like different outfits for a character, then how can they sell you their
Also, it
microtransaction
depends on where the
outfits?
devs are from as well. Because Japanese devs will be against it because
Yeah,
they're a
Capcom
bit
are
special
currently
sometimes.
trying to, in a courtroom, trying to classify modding as copyright infringement. And if they succeed in doing that, it could become the industry standard. At least in Japan.
the
Japan's
problem
kind of
with
fucked
that
when it comes to
though
copyright.
is the problem with that though is it would be a PR nightmare for a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
So it's really a case of at
I'll be
that
back in a
point.
sec. I need to go get a drink. I'm dying.
Okay. Well, we're all dying on the inside. Anyway, um, but a company that is against modding heavily and restricts that tends to get a really bad name in the industry. And
Yeah.
people will just constantly shit on them. So it's literally a case of why would you do this? You're just going to get bad publicity. And despite what these companies may think, bad publicity is not good publicity.
All publicity is good
Indeed.
publicity.
It depends if you're trying to sell a product or just get ad revenue, I guess.
I guess.
So what's next?
I can't think of anything, you know. Gamergate's been kind of done to death.
Gamergate
So,
2.0.
I don't know.
Yeah, the only other thing I can think of that was recently happening was League of Legends related stuff, but I don't think anyone cares about that.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that controversy.
Yeah, it was
Apparently,
basically essentially got rid of. They moved everything. They're trying to make things easier, quotation marks, and they're getting rid of all like the easy to get like dopamine hits. Like you get rewards and level up, you get rewards from doing well,
Mm.
and the guys are basically simplification, but then just pushing people essentially towards. But trying to turn it into a gacha game. I think from the sounds of it, it definitely seems like a monetization angle rather than a quotation marks easier thing. But all they're doing is removing dopamine hits, which means people aren't going to stick around. Like casual players aren't going to stick around if they don't have a reason to like get stuff to like, oh, I just got something, this is cool.
as someone who has a friend who plays League of Legends becoming unplayable is only a benefit to my friend, so I don't care.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm joking, but
Yeah.
But
Oh god, my stomach.
do you need to
maybe we
go
should
do
maybe we should
poo-poos?
call it maybe we should call it an early podcast then.
Huh?
Back.
Why would I do that?
What are we talking about?
Now Jackie's about to explode in a vomit volcano.
Okay. Have fun.
Indeed.
Oh god.
Well, I have to head out
It's
because I have to prepare
Oh,
for an
oh,
in a
we
bit.
can Have you guys talked about G-Quack yet?
G-Quack?
Yeah, G-Quack.
Never heard of it.
Who's that?
Gundam, obviously Gundam G-Quack.
Oh, the new anime.
Yeah, G-Quack.
No, I've not seen any of it. Is it any good?
Oh no, it's so released the first few episodes condensed into a movie in Japan like 2 days ago. I think we're getting the West in like late February.
Oh god.
Is it any good?
They got the Eva designer to design the suits, so they look like Eva suits. Eva units.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I don't like the look of it.
I don't like
Personally.
them either. But apparently, it's good enough to make it because someone else I was talking to basically didn't like the designs either. Found it good and like actually liked it overall. So maybe the actual show itself isn't gonna be shit, and it'll make up for the shit ugly mix. We'll find out. In
It's
February, I guess.
possible. It's possible that the suit will look better in the anime. It's just bad in the sketch. A lot of people say that was what. That's how they felt about Gundam Ariel. I like
Yeah, but
Gundam Ariel's look personally.
my
but-
issue with it is that nothing in the design looks. But essentially, if this is like an alternative universe show, I wouldn't care. It's just like it's kind of ugly, but it's its own thing.
It's
But
an
because it's supposed,
alternative UC.
yes, it's supposed to be linked to UC in a way. So why does it look nothing like anything from UC? Like the Heat Hawk is the only thing that connects it to UC. That's literally it. And later on,
Wasn't
something.
Char in it as well?
He'll be
He's
right
gonna be in
back.
it as well. Yeah, there's like a red Gundam people have been posting, so I think Charles in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like eventually just gets a beam saber, right, which looks nothing like a beam. Instead of like just a line, like essentially a lightsaber, it's actually like it's I'll see if I can find a picture of it. G-Quack.
Yeah, sorry viewers if I'm getting a little bouncy. I'm starting to shake again.
Okay. There we go. I'll post it on air text. But on the right hand side, you can see the beam sabers, and they look nothing like anything we've ever seen in UC. Like, how does the technology for that to happen just magically appear in the universe?
I don't know, man. It looks
Yeah,
fucking
like,
weird, and I
yeah,
don't.
because all my issues about it is basically it's supposed to be based on UC. There's no design references to anything in the UC universe at all. It doesn't look like a Federation suit, doesn't look like a Xeon suit, doesn't look like an Axis suit. It's
I just don't
just,
think it looks good. That's
yeah,
my
it's ugly.
It doesn't.
And yeah, it's just fucking ugly as shit. They could have done a mono-eyed Gundam, and that would have been cool and fitting. But they didn't give us a Gundam with a mono-eye.
I don't think they need a Gundam with a mono eye.
It would be cool. They haven't done it before, and it would be cool. They might have done it before, actually. That would be cool. And it would make sense.
I think the Gundam uses Zaku disguise, but that's the closest we've got.
Yeah, and there's also a Zaku disguised as a GM as well.
Yes,
Like at
they've
some
also
point,
done
which is,
and in the
yeah.
recent Gundam Seed anime, I believe they had a Zagak lookalike hiding the Infinite Justice Gundam, or the
Yeah.
upgraded Infinite Justice Gundam.
Yeah, it's just but I just think that they could have just done way better. Like, unfortunately, they picked a designer who designed stuff people like, but doesn't fit in with the existing universe and sort of fucks up. And another issue I have is character designs. Like, I don't hate them, but they got the Pokemon designer, the most recent Pokemon designer, and like every single Gundam, pretty much every single Gundam series has been like at least semi-realistic character designs. Like they're not too stylized, and then now they're just very stylized, so it almost feels out of place. But that's not as bad as the fucking ugly suit, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just another sort of it's a bit weird, but I can probably live with that. And it's just like, the fucking suit's so ugly.
Yeah,
Why does it
suit,
exist?
suit looks ugly. The show will. Hopefully, the show's good, but
Yeah.
I have no hopes
The
personally.
feet are so bad as well.
The
Why does it
entire
have proper
Gundam
feet?
looks bad. Like,
I know, but the feet, like, it's literally. There's literally a quote from a fucking original series. So at some point in this universe, Char would have said the legs are literally are just to show. Char literally would have said that to someone. The legs are not practical. They're there to make to sell the mech to stuff to the higher ups. Why would the feet not look like real feet? You're trying to make it look cool. Like, just
well,
give it
why
real
wouldn't they
human
just
feet.
make it Gundam? Or why wouldn't they just make it the generic Gundam feet? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, just make it look like
Gundam.
yeah.
Make it look like
Or make
Gundam.
it
Why don't my Gundam look like Gundam?
look like a Gundam that's been built by Xeon. And then it would make sense, and like it would be different, but it would make sense, and it wouldn't be ugly as fuck.
Well, let's be real. A Xeon Gundam would probably be something similar to the Hyzak.
But Hyzak's just an upgraded fucking Zakugo.
Yeah, that's my point. Like,
It'd have to be like a blend, honestly. If technically Hyzak is also made by fucking same people who make the Gundam, so it would have to
yeah, Anaheim.
be
Yeah.
it would have to be basically one of the actual other manufacturers, which allows more like actual
Well, Zeonic
experimentation as well.
makes the Zaku, so you just have Zeonic make the Gundam, theoretically.
Yeah, the Xeonic or one of I think there's a couple other Mobile manufacturers in Xeon. There's a couple of them went to Axis. So that's where the equities and stuff came from.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, but apparently it's good enough that you can probably look past the ugliness. And if I had enough money, I'd just be like, go to like Bandai, can I pay to have you reanimate the entire show but keep the storyline and the voice acting, and we just make it look like a non-ugly thing? That'd be fun. I don't have that much money though.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But like it looks like as if you put fucking Titanfall in fucking Gundam. Like it makes no fucking sense to me. Cause like
It looks worse than the things in Titanfall.
but like I'm talking about in terms of the design shock. Cause it's like I don't expect a
Yeah.
fucking monarch in fucking Gundam.
Y-
So
Yeah,
why
it's
would it show up?
yeah.
Like
But it's quite literally. It's literally like, in my opinion, it looks like a fucking EVA unit. Because I had a conversation with someone who likes EVA who thinks no, it's not, and was being made a comment about like sometimes good designers make shit, referring to the fucking EVA creator.
Okay.
It's puke time.
Oh, I've been puking.
Oh god.
maybe we should call it tonight, Jackie.
Yeah.
End on
Who
a
the
puke.
fuck are you guys? And shit.
Your friends.
No, I mean like, show your shit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we're finishing.
Yeah, because
Who wants to go first?
I normally let the new
Well,
people go first, but
Okay, I can go first. My name is Tori. I have a YouTube channel and a Twitter, and I stream stuff.
Mm.
And sometimes make card game content.
I can confirm I have watched streams.
Indeed.
not.
Yes,
Uh,
that is me done.
Very nice. I'm Nos the Prince. I am just a goofy heretic. I build models, work on stories, art, and things of that nature. And I drink a lot. No, I don't have any socials. Leave me
One
be.
day.
Alright, my 3 voices of wisdom. Or reason, whatever the fuck you guys are.
Well, I don't have nothing, so you can find me on the next podcast.
Duke?
Regis, go ahead. Took like
I
finishing
am
up before me.
fair enough. I have been Regis Theron. Well, thank you for coming down. I am at Viator Marsis on the Twatters. I have nothing to shill because I don't think I'd be entertaining enough personally.
He
But
will argue about tabletop with you for
No, he
days.
won't.
if I would happily stream Tabletop Sim if there was an actual fucking market for that, but there is not. Anyhow, thank you all for coming down to the not the unsubscribe. Fuck. Go watch the unsubscribe podcast too. They're fucking great. Thank you for coming to the Derailed podcast. We always love having you here. And thank you. Have a good evening.
I wonder if I can make it I wonder if I can make YouTube auto direct people to the unsubscribe.
You're right.
They're not currently streaming, so
They don't have to be currently streaming.
yeah, shit.
No, it won't let me because they don't have it permission set up.
Ah,
So
we could
I guess out of YouTubers I know, I have the Bickering Bunch, the Archcast. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I could send you to Marshall Bohemon, but except not on YouTube
Why would you do that to people?
because they keep calling me cringe.
Yeah, but why
I
would you
mean,
send him viewers?
uh,
I don't even know how to like approve that sort of shit.
Why would you do that to people, Jackie?
So, because he wants to help them. Or Jack wants to help them.
Bowman's a tool.
That's okay. Everyone's a tool. In their own ways.
it's called redirect on YouTube.
Is it under settings or something? Like,
Yeah, it's under settings. This is legitimately hard because, like, the only person I know on this list that is streaming is the Bickering Bunch. And I really don't want to send people over to Kibbs
Why?
because he's Kibbs.
Fair point.
Okay, this upcoming in progress.
Guess I'll have to send.
I haven't watched him in ages.
We'll send him to
I think-
Kibbs today on both
Congratulations.
networks. We will send him to Kibbs.
Congratulations, Kibbs. Whoever this person is.
We still talk from time to time, but. So you hear that, right? Raid browser, open.
I used to watch him, but it's not the same anymore. He used to have like Disco and Arch and everyone on, but like not anymore.
Yeah, he's fell off.
Is he no longer on the Archcast?
No.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Is that because he's sick of Dev or because of other reasons?
I think Dev came on to replace Gibbs.
I'll put it to you this way: I have more of a live audience than Kips does right now.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
He did rely on Arch for a lot. That makes sense to me.
Because that's when the Dev began on the Archcast, is when Gibbs left, I think. Or I think they were on a few at the same time, I can't remember.
I could
They were on
send,
a couple times.
I could send the Twitch people to Dark Eyed Seer. You know,
I don't know
let
who
them
that
all
is.
deal with the Space Husky that's a friend of mine in Atlas's.
Do it.
Why not?
Alright. Anyways, guys, have a good night. I've been Jackie. You can find me at Jackie Wolf or at Jackie VT on various platforms. Generally, wherever thigh highs are
Me?
sold.
I just get back and we're already done. Jesus.
Oh, you can introduce it. Say goodbye then.
You can find me on Twitter at some place I don't really know anymore. I
Congratulations.
barely post.
He does. He's been busy a lot.
Have
Too
I?
much walking around.
Anyways. Oh fuck, I screwed up. I messed up. See, one thing I like about how YouTube does rating is it's automatic when I end a stream, right?
Yes.
That's neat.
Twitch, I have to literally find the person I want to raid and then tell it to raid before I end the stream. So, anyways, bye guys. Enjoy Space Husky with Dark Eyed Seer on Twitch, and I guess the Bickering Bunch on YouTube because I need to talk to some people.
Burner, burp, burp, burp.